Hello, I'm Rosianne from Breakfast Leftovers, Life Leftovers podcast, and thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for the support. Really, really, really appreciate it. We would like you to do a couple of things though. Please like the podcast as well as subscribe, and it would be also quite amazing if you ring that notification bell so that every single time a new podcast is dropped by moi, you're going to be the very first one to view it. And that's a bonus because there's a new feature that's coming up and it's called Something Whole and Then Some. So this is going to be so fantastic, trust me. So right now we're going to be having a conversation with Linda in the Alexandra Museum. Yes, this is the final of our Gomorrah Hustlers Podcast 39. That's exactly what that is. And you're going to be learning so much from these guys as well as be inspired like nobody's business. And they're going to be talking to the powers that be to help every single person who's in the textile industry, the clothing industry, shoe branding, and so forth. And the great thing about Kasiwe Designs is they help also other creatives which are making clothes and branding and so forth. So it's fantastic. It's definitely something you want to chill out for. You can download the podcast and listen to it on your lunch break. Listen to it right now as well, and listen to it in your car, or listen to it while walking, listen to it while showering, listen to it swimming, doing a whole lot of things. Just enjoy the podcast, and really we do appreciate your support. Please remember to like and subscribe as well as ring that notification bell. Here is Kasiwe Designs. Alright, it's Breakfast Leftovers. I'm Rosalie and I'm with two brothers, friends, compadres, designers, creators, manufacturers in clothing, in shoe style, and already, as you can see from the pictures that are on the podcast right now, this is the art form. You know, they work and they are creatives as well. I'm Alexi here at the Alexandra Museum, and so guys, tell us about yourself.
Okay,
who are you? Where you from? What's going on?
Yeah, okay. My name is Lindani Ping. Yeah, I'm from Alex. Yeah, actually I'm a tailor, you know. I sew things, and then that's me, man. I don't have much to say.
Right.
Unless if you have a question.
No, yeah, well, I got a whole bunch of questions,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you also.
Yeah, then like Bito, no Nakilinda, my name is Linda Mbele. Yeah, I do shoe manufacturing. What I do is I make the shoe from start to finish, which is something that's rare for the artists to do around Alex. But like in Linda Mbele, I'm located mostly Museum, fine Museum. Yeah. This is who I am actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so guys, you've been designing, both Lindas, you've been designing and you've been creating clothing. How long have you started? How are we going to do this? Linda 1 and Linda 2. So Linda 1, how long have you been designing clothes for and creating? From scratch to finish?
I think probably.
And look at how
Yeah, probably now it's my 4th year doing this sewing thing. Actually, it's my brother Linda who actually introduced me into the sewing thing. Like me, I just I wasn't like the guy who wanted to sew, but as in Mangtandi Mpahla saw, and then my guy was like, nah man, like you can do something unique from scratch and with your own hands, you know. At some point maybe you can sell it if you don't want it. That's a business.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I got interested with sewing. I actually started me Benkatela like doing the patterns for him. Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't know nothing. I knew nothing in sewing. But slowly but surely, I figured out. Yeah, I got some tunga, and then
now it's like this.
Yeah.
Linda too. Yeah, you told your brother.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it for then?
Yeah, I know. Actually, I started this as a fashion design from CJC. I did that from CJC, but I did fashion design CJC, but as Anka Fits, whatever the study thing, I managed to do it for 6 months because of the situation now. It was rough from control and stuff, so I had to choose now for it. It's either I'm here at school or else I have to go kilo bereka, you know. And then I just decided for you know what, I don't have any choice. I'd rather go kilo bereka. Now, finally, actually, what I was here for, because now I'm an artist, I even did art from Koskolo High School. So I told myself, you know, actually, I've captured enough now for me to be creative on. And then I just went to work, and then I went to work, but then at the same time there was that thing, Erin, you know what, you need to do something for yourself, because it wasn't my thing. I just stayed working, but then it wasn't my thing. I realized later, you know what, I need to quit this and do something. And then I was like, okay, if ever I quit here, now who's gonna be responsible for my life? Then I was like, okay, I'd rather leave this kilo berekela 20 rand and leave this 5,000, 6,000 somewhere, because you know what, I'm not growing here.
And you're not happy?
I'm not happy because I'm here for 12 hours most of the time. And then I would think, because now I'm a hard worker actually. So I would think, okay, if I can take these 12 hours and do it for myself, like what would I do in the 12 hours? And then I was like, you know what, I should do something, because I would come from America, and then people would be like, yo, bruh, like,
what are you doing
the way
here?
you're doing, what are you doing here? Exactly, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be somewhere else. Like, you don't deserve to be a bra. Like you're wasting your time. I was like, at the same time, I would feel that. You know, I always feel this each and every morning. I get over, you know, I always say age. That means I don't belong there. You know, so I thought about it for a while. Then after a year, I just thought, you know what, I'd rather quit them. At that time, it's sort of because it was just a self-taught. Okay.
You taught yourself how to do shoes?
Yes, that's
from scratch?
That's why I'm the only manufacturer.
Yeah.
That's why you can't find this in a replicate or something.
Yeah.
So I told myself, you know what, I'd rather go kilo berekela this 20 rand get in patch sawa to risking. I'm tired of it. Maybe I'll grow myself. I can take it busy career parts about. And then I did that, you know. And then after when I did that, life started to catch up now, because now I couldn't buy a shoe because I left the 5,000. Then life started to catch up, but then I told myself, you know what, man, I can't go back there again. I told myself, you know what, I'm an artist. I am on creative side. And then what I know, the creativity, no one will teach you to be creative. No one will teach you for it. Be creative. I told myself, you know what, then I should be creative. I was down on my last pair of shoes. Then I thought, you know what, I can't do this. It took me 3 years to construct it. You know, it took me 3 years to construct it, and then after that 3 years, I was like, now this is the shoe I could sell for someone. But for the past years, it was just the shoe that I can
that
wear
you
for
could wear,
myself, you know, but not to sell for someone. But then it took me the whole 3 years for it to, because there was a time whereby I told myself, you know, I'd rather quit this. But then because of I love art, I like being consistency. I like to see after. I like to see the growth, you know. So I did that, and then it ended up it constructed her. And then people now, they think I went to school for this, and like they're asking, because you can't find the school, so it's only from scratch. So they're asking, where did you learn this? I'm like, I did this as a self-taught, you know. So I started from fashion, then to shoes, you know. So actually that's how Ellipsis, the brand, started to came up, because Ellipsis is just those 3 dots from the punctuation that says continuation. It's just me telling them to be now I'm an artist. I'm not a fashion designer. I'm not a shoemaker. I'm an artist. I enjoy to be on the creative side, you know, because you can find Ellipsis tomorrow. You know, so I enjoy being on the creative side. So I realized that, you know what, okay, that's why now I'm ellipsis. Ellipsis just means continuation, you know. So with me, it means you can't limit me. You know, it's impossible to limit the artist, you know, but you can limit some people else. But with the artist, like it's continuation, anything could happen with us. So that's why I thought, you know, let me take the brand ellipsis. So that's who I am. I'm an artist.
So now, like with your label Ellipsis,
Yeah, we have different labels.
Where do you?
usually.
Oh,
Yeah.
Linda one, Linda two's got different. What?
Yeah.
What's yours, man? What's
Man,
yours?
it's Deuce Parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, as in like the Deuce is actually the king.
Yeah.
And then to parade is actually to introduce something into people, something that people don't know. Actually, so our company like deals with we introduce labels that people don't know to the world. You know, if
Okay.
you also have a label and then it's not quite running as you want it to run, and like you come to us, we do things for you, and then we branded your label, and then we help other labels to grow.
Nice.
Yeah, similar to Ellipsis. Ellipsis, what we realize, we have the brands, like the local brands, and most of the local brands, they into fashion, clothing, but they don't have shoes. You know, you find the brand, he has everything, but he's mending his brand with Nike. You know, so it becomes another thing for that brand for a focus on, you know, and even for it to grow. So with Ellipsis, we tend to do that. Then that's why I can do anything for you the way you want, but there is a tag inside that says it's manufactured in Alexandra. A product of it's manufactured in Alexandra.
We're done with
yes. So it says it's manufactured in Alexandra, a product of Ellipsis. You know, so that's what we're all about. You know, we're all about like. We're tired about Chinese, everything we do now. It's made in China, Italy,
Brazil.
and you'd find that going deep down for some of these materials, they are from Africa. You know? So where are we to use that? You know, because unless you use that, then it's Asia up until Uiberekisa. So that's how we need to be. We need to realize we've got a lot in Africa as a whole, not just in South Africa, but we have some serious things say whereby even the tourists they hear, they get amazed about, and then they tend to make us okay.
You can totally say it.
Like recently we saw some stuff in Italy, you know. Our co-workers like never go Italy, and then they're like Koreba Banke Diaparuzarona, and then go and advertise in Italy.
Nice one.
And then some of our stuff were bought, and I was like, think about if we open a shop in Italy. People are gonna buy there, obviously. If they can buy one thing, they can buy.
It's obvious they can buy everything else.
And it's about time now for people to respect our brands. You know, we've been respecting Nike, the other brands. You know, and I think it's another thing where with this high unemployment rate. You know, because most of these manufacturings, they are not our own manufacturings. So imagine if we have our own grown ellipses.
Even our president Cyril Ramaphosa even once said
exactly.
That's what's needed. We need to actually be the ones that take our stuff overseas.
Import. Exactly.
And he was really, and there's still a lot of there's still some funding, I believe, that goes
There's a lot.
into importing fashion from South Africa to other countries.
And
have you guys found this information? Do you know about it? Have you done anything about it?
Not really, but I've heard Ramaphosa talking about the small business. People need to start supporting locally. Cause that's the only way we could create
We
the
can
jobs.
grow
Cause
living.
we've recently found out had this problem, COVID, and then the companies, they had to go back their own countries and stuff. So it made a problem for us. That's why it had to cause a high unemployment rate, because those companies, they are not our own companies. But then if we had our own companies, probably even this unemployment rate,
it wouldn't be like this.
It wouldn't be like this.
It wouldn't be like this.
Because these
That's
are
for
our own. So we need to support locally.
Like our business, like also, if like our business like goes well, we're also helping the government, because we're creating a whole lot of like jobs we're gonna create. Because if we open a factory, we're gonna hire only South Africans, because we have a high rate. What so if Tina Satola would say those people about funding and Ramaphosa, you can hear him talking, but there's one thing, they don't reach out and touch.
They're not reaching out.
They probably
so
need a better structure than they have.
On their end,
you can say I'm the best designer, but if you don't have anything to show us, we're not gonna believe
Yes.
you. Or,
These funds, yes.
These funds, yes,
They end up there
are
but
there,
wrong.
yeah,
Yes.
like is end up when it's wrong and being
Exactly.
used incorrectly.
Exactly.
And then us as designers, sometimes we don't have time to go and knock at the doors of those people, because they also don't have time.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's about those people coming and
it's just
seeing
another
like you're
process
having
to get a
a
funding,
physical visit to those people. Sometimes you can't just give people money. What are they doing? Sometimes you need to visit the place, be there for yourself.
So now, guys, with your fashion and the stuff that you've created, is everything manufactured in is the material created in South Africa?
That's the thing. The material is not from us. That's why we're saying like we have
We
a
need
problem
that.
getting manufacturers,
Yeah, we do.
because
Like
it's not like it's impossible. We
Yeah.
do have Batu, yes, they do manufacturing yadi fabrics from South Africa, but we really don't know about them, because it's the only thing that it's too much, it's Chinese, it's made in Chinese, so it's rare to find the materials like Africa and stuff, because most of the time the people who occupies the space get Chinese. So we need to make sure about the manufacturing. We recruit by some of these things.
Do you think all the cost affects everything?
Yeah, it does.
Because if you can find in a certain you could find, let's say, these amazing green pants, right, with the African print. You might find in Africa there's the exact same print created in Africa, but then you find the Chinese have
Doing the
also
same, yes.
forged it, the exact same
That's what
print,
they
but then
do.
it's much more cheaper.
Yes, like this nowadays, but babangata they think we're wearing cultural.
Yeah,
like,
mara
you
it's
find-
not even.
It's not
Because it's not even created
Take
here.
this and say it's cultural. It's not.
It's not.
You think because it's not the color.
Yeah.
Chinese do that because they can see Hori.
It's the designer
It's the
that's
only thing that's
keeping
going.
it authentic.
So it's not all about Hori.
That's rough though.
It's rough. So we need to have. But so what I
And
realized,
created
Ro, now
jobs.
with us as South Africans. Okay, I can't just talk about other Africans because I see as us, we are South Africans. I think we just oppressed, got this thing, Hori.
too much.
We need to work for someone else, for getting Hori. We need to work for ourselves. We need to manufacture things. We need to have our own car, So we live in Likonklung, our kautola utroa, mama utlore. Why say lo bereka tlogela ntho e etsang, not understanding the concept behind Horwitz King. By knockout draw this thing, probably tomorrow I can be the Pablo Picasso, Wako Alexandra, who knows? We just need that support,
So now, Linda, one would because you didn't go to school and do art, right?
Yeah.
And at least you had somebody to help you
who went to
understand
school.
your calling. At the end of the day. But how is your family also like in terms of you now saying I'm an artist, I'm a designer, I'm sewing? Or were they supportive? What were they like?
Like they never supportive if you're doing like your passion. Like it's what Linda like just said. Like now,
Yeah.
like as black people, like we believe in the mentality of 9 to 5. You know?
Can need.
When you don't have a 9 to 5 in a black community, you are a useless somebody. You know? Yeah, and us, they see us as like a stupid person, like I wear now, 20 rand a day, not knowing I'm not making that $20 for that day. I'm working on my skill, I'm working on something, and I'm just helping that person to get through the day.
And art lives on.
Exactly.
The thing with art,
Consistency
it
means
lives
a lot.
on.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like I'm planting a seed in whereby if like the tree grows, we can all like harvest in a family. But when they don't see that, they see me wasting time. You know, like black people, they want you to.
What do you guys think?
Especially cover dwelling clothes, you know. Okay, sort of cut.
Yeah.
Especially cover dwelling clothes. We have that thing. I think it's even in the scripture for they'll never respect a prophet in his village.
Yeah.
You know. But when Tonalina, probably Soweto, people they're like amazed, they're like, really dog,
You made this.
You made this, is this you? So we have that thing like family they'll never trust us up until they see other people they respect
They appreciate
what we do.
it. It's crazy though.
It's crazy because that's where we need our support from the beginning. The family has to be the one that supports us, you know. So you end up finding another family somewhere else. That's what I realized. Somehow you end up creating your own family. You get saved by a stranger, exactly. Because you know what, your family
like
wanted.
that,
Even Libona, I can't say I put a blame on them. I can say I just put a blame on
their
this
perception.
oppression.
It's how they see the world.
And this oppression, you know what? They only care about when they only think about that at least that's and stuff. But somehow they don't understand even our mentality is not the same even. Probably now I don't want to be Skotani. Now I just want to grow in art, you know. They don't see that, but now they want to see you all right, you know. So I can't say but then it's the oppression
That is-
slavery thing, you know. Because we've been through slavery, so because of we've been through slavery, we still have that legacy through us, you know. For working is the better thing
the best
than
thing to do.
to work for yourself, you know. So we always have that, you know, as but Baba and Khor, you know what, work for someone else, then you are someone, you know. Forgetting Khor, if you work for yourself, then you are better than
You've got
that
a better
person who
chance
work for
it.
someone else.
You can hire your kids.
We've got a
You
better
can
chance.
Make your kids
Yes, I've got
CEO.
exactly.
You can make.
You're creating this actually for the future
Like
generation.
changing the bloodline, you're breaking that chain of
Yeah.
hunger, you know.
Even that
Think
stigma,
about
that
it.
mentality
If
stigma.
if this company like blows up like really, I'm gonna take my sisters to go and
Yes.
CEO that place.
Yes.
I'm not gonna take any stranger
And
outside.
imagine that stigma even changes. Yeah, that slavery thing we have.
Yeah.
Because now imagine the kid ogolileng ko bona go berekiwa ko Shoprite, and then imagine the kid ko bona go na le the Shoprite. You could
Yo.
actually think those people, they are not in the same mentality level, because obviously all the KFC or whatever. The only thing you think of, I want to be better than KFC, or else if ever I can push the legacy. But then when
You want to be the best employee.
you know, you want to like exactly.
Okay, I want to say this to the parents. Firstly, happy Father's Day.
Yeah, happy
Saturday.
Father's Day,
Happy Father's
19
Day,
June.
yeah.
Woo.
Guys, as parents, you need to teach your kids business. You need to teach your
Please.
kids
Yes, let's be business minded.
the hustle.
Schools,
The hustle.
schools need to teach money.
As the
from
parent,
young.
as a
Exactly.
parent, you're not gonna be
Schools.
there forever.
Yeah.
At some point, your kid is gonna be alone. So if your kid has that mentality of knowing how to make things on his own, like it's a better chance of survival, you know.
Better.
That's what I mean.
Because one day we about the biggest Coca-Cola
If,
that we
I
have.
teach my
Then
kids
imagine.
how to sue. If I'm not around, they sue, they push the business, like life goes on,
Yes,
you know.
and what I
They
can
know-
say is like, please just support your kids to whatever they do.
Yeah.
Don't think wana how what drawer is wasting his time. Just support, cause you'll never know.
Ke talent ya hae.
Hey, you'll never know.
Ke pop and place ya
Kausane.
hae.
Exactly.
Ke legacy ya hae.
Ki Pablo Picasso wa rona ko Alexandra
And the thing is,
Kausane.
we're all
You know,
different.
you'll
The
never
thing is,
know.
we are all different.
We are all
We can't all
different.
be doing the
That's
same
why
thing.
we
This
have
thing
that.
like it should start in primary.
Yeah.
It shouldn't start like Tina as like we get to be asked to hurry like in grade 11 what you wanna be, like think about it in grade 11 now, like as isn't as
Yeah.
I'm already effed up, you know.
Yeah.
I know Javo. But if they asked me that question in grade 4,
You'd
or
start
grade
to think
5,
about
like,
it.
I would think about it earlier. It's sooner the better, you know. If I knew like in grade 4 that okay, this is what I wanna do. I wanna sue. Okay, I wanna do this. I would be.
And they
now,
buy me
maybe
machine
probably-
control. They make
Wow,
sure
yeah.
it's can get
I was
that
actually
machine.
about to get there.
And
What
get
if
that soccer ball if
because
you
you know
have
if
that,
you're
'cause-
young and you're still in school, like primary school and stuff like that, if the syllabus was different, if the syllabus had changed, whereby let's teach them how to understand money. Let's teach them how to know chalete, so this is what you do with it. A certain part, this is what you do with that.
Yes.
And
The
at the
problem-
same
Then
time,
let's-
it can
yes.
also help because in doing that, you also add it into the
Yes.
syllabus. They must add this into the syllabus as well
Exactly.
to find out the strengths and weakness to individually.
Yeah.
And from that point, let's just say from grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, that's when we kind of
Exactly.
trying to understand
Yes.
you know, is it a
That's why
left-minded
now-
person, is it a right-minded?
Exactly.
So that when it gets to 4, 5, 6, they already see, okay, they're strong in design, they're strong in art, they're strong in this. So by the time they go to high school, there's a new syllabus that says, or we are taking the technicals into this classes.
Exactly.
We're taking the creatives, they have these classes. We're taking the analyticals to
Yes,
these classes,
yes.
separating them so that they can actually enhance each other
Exactly,
within that.
exactly.
Because it
That's-
sucks when you have to
Yeah.
compete
And I can
against
tell you
a
what,
child all
exactly.
in amazing mathematics, and when are you a designer?
Yeah,
It's another
yeah.
thing.
That's not fair.
That's
Because
time
you already
wasting.
it's not just time wasting,
Yes, yes.
because you're gonna get out of school with that mentality, or I'm not smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's
You know what I'm saying? And already
That's why now
you don't even try.
That
When they
don't
say
even
go na le
try.
mosebetsi, a re lo apply, and you're going le
Realize.
ngwanolo what 99%.
Exactly.
You already
no, that's why
defeated.
not
You're already
like
defeated.
these
Yeah.
like these general schools we have like now
Yeah.
here. Now I could tell you what, the schools that I respect mostly are the special schools.
Yeah.
Those Grace Walls, those I respect those because they teach you, especially with us South African. I realize how we are more powerful kama tsogo wa rona, you know. We are very good in creating stuff. We even create stuff for batho ba bang
Building,
to promote
manufacturing,
them.
Bona,
You
we
know,
are the
like,
bomb
but then the
when it
problem-
comes to creating.
Exactly. But then the problem is that we just tend to think gore dikolo tse ke sa batho ba leng mental disturb, ke sa batho, not forgetting gore we need that. Yes, I finished school, I went to I finished school, I did matric, I feta, but then I can tell you what, I'm not good in math still. Even though keep passing, I'm not good in math still. And math, I don't like it though. No, you know. But then I realized, Hori, if ever, nkabe ke ile ko Grace World at an early age.
You could have been so
I
far.
could have been so far
You
because
could have been so far.
that's where my strength is. Because
It's like in the US, the best military in the world, in the US.
Yeah.
Why? Because like
They took him from young.
Yeah, like from primary, you're already like a soldier,
scout.
young tall, a scout from primary. So
Surviving
now
in the
you know,
like camping and stuff
why
like
can't
that.
we like
like
apply
in
that
China,
into
they
young
grew
tall?
kids to do what is beneficial for the country.
Because at the
Yeah.
age
So
of
what's
5,
happening with us?
did you know that at the age of 5 years, a child already knows how to sort up a CV board?
Yeah,
Imagine.
yeah.
They already know how to
Wow.
solder at the age of 6.
And what's wrong with us then?
It's because we are not taking care of our resources. Our resources are the nature itself, the plants.
Yeah, they lend
It
into
is
the
the
wrong
land
hands.
itself. we are not actually groomed to take care of it from a young age.
Yes.
We literally live in that nature,
Yeah.
grow out, go to school, go to university,
Get a job.
to get a job, and then yet we leave it.
Exactly. And then there's someone else who would come and ask me to work for him. You know, I'll pay you 5,000. I'll just need you for design forgetting imagine if now I'm there to build Michelangelo, but then I'm not doing it for myself. Then who's eating more here? You know, because that's another thing. Because if ever we were able, let's think, guys. Okay, now we've did this Michelangelo. Now, Batlor Patala, that's 5,000. It's not enough.
Guys,
but
this conversation can
can't
go
you do
on and
something?
on till the break of dawn. But let me just fill you in. Let me just fill you in. It's Rosie and Breakfast Leftovers, and it looks like we've actually gone into a life leftovers session because we are talking about life as well.
Yeah.
And
beyond the fashion now.
it's fashion is life.
Fashion is life.
Fashion is life. Because from the get-go, they had to be covered. And if you recall properly, it wasn't Adam who covered himself, it was God who covered Adam.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
So it is life. It is part of a creation that was given to us by the power that is God. Wantola.
Yes.
So you guys being creatives like this, where do you want, what do you actually want? Before answering, you can answer both of them all at once. Where do you want to see your independent labels? And what is it that you need to grow these independent labels? So let's start with the growth, and then, of course, getting there after getting that.
Actually, what we need for the growth, it's actually space and the machine. Yeah, space and the machine, and that little bit of funding, like in order for us to pay the people that who gonna be working, like pushing the job for us, because we are the machinists now, but if the company blows up, we have to hire people because we have to be at the front line,
Are you ready to train some people?
Yeah, I am.
Yes.
Even now, I also do.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then the end up part, like I want to shop in a mall.
No.
Like I wanna see my shop like this label in a mall like having having
next
my
to
own
Louis
store.
Vuitton,
and then from there I branch, from there I branch to Cape Town, from there I branch to PE, from there I branch to KZN, from there after I branch it to all the 9 provinces as South Africa, and then I move abroad. Moving abroad, I was inspired by Klale. He once opened a store in Tokyo. I was like, yo,
wow,
that's me. I saw myself.
I want that.
Yeah, I want that. Yeah, so for the growth, and me opening these stores, it's me hiring South Africans like 100%, in order to try and help Cyril Ramaphosa. Yeah.
And the growth of our country.
Yes, you know what? I can't run away from this. We need funding. We need money. Okay. I know most of the people, they think that's where the corruption starts and it's all about money. I can tell you what, a lot of money, but they've been getting it and then they did nothing because wrong. So with me, actually, with what we do, actually, it needs a lot of money. I can tell you what, to have a warehouse, it's not just the money.
It's electricity,
I can tell you what,
water,
to have someone to train, to employ someone at Lobereka, to have the machine, the services and stuff. It's not just 100,000.
No, it's millions.
It's millions. So in order for us to give this back, because with me, actually, what I was saying, what I did here, it's just a finished product. I already know how to do a jacket. I already know how to do a shoe. I already know how to do a lot of things. So it's gonna be selfish for now to do that more and more, over and over again, because I already know how to do that, but if ever can get people to train and sit behind the machine and then do that with the mass production even, and if ever we can start to do the mass production, would end up forgetting about China, because now most of
And
our
everything will be
brands,
just here.
yes, because most of our brands we end up going to China and stuff, very low. It's at the mass
Outsourced
product,
material,
outsource
yeah.
and stuff. Where are we to outsource that? So I can tell you what, for us to grow, we still need to have our own manufacturers. So to have the own manufacturing companies, it's not just a little man, as simple as simple. So we need a lot of assistance, even from government, even so,
Think
to
about
help
it.
us,
Just start opening a manufacturing company. What do you need? Like as Cyril Ramaphosa, please say, think
Help
about
us
it.
there, man.
If like you as Cyril, if you wanna open a manufacturing company, like think about the machines that are needed in there, the power that needs to run the place, the security.
the team
The
we have, because we
team.
need the A team
The
for
A
us
team,
to
you
be
know,
the bigger
yeah,
brands.
yeah,
Re tshwane le bo
yeah.
Nike, re tshwane le bo Coca-Cola.
Because
le ro- it's because Coca-Cola, they have the best team.
Yeah, Nike.
You know,
Nike. It's just a sign, but Nike. It's the team.
Yeah,
Exactly.
behind
It's
it.
behind
It's
the
not the
team.
sign. It's the team.
All right. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You rock.
Thank you so
Y'all are
much.
awesome. I want to see these
I
shoes. I'm
forgot
going to
your name
take tons of
again.
its Rose.
Rose.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Breakfast Leftovers, it's Rosalie. And remember to subscribe, ring the bell at the bottom, and of course, like the podcast and make sure that you share it with your friends and download it so you can listen to it on your lunchtime as well as anytime you're on the go as well. So, honestly, it's really been awesome. It's an awesome day. It's a
Yes.
great Father's Day.
Yes.
Alexander, I'm chilled here. Great
love what you do,
music
Rose.
is
I
also
love
playing in the back.
We need more people, but
We're gonna take a whole bunch of pictures as well. Maybe you guys can get me into one of your items and then take a couple of pictures. I don't know. But I don't know.
Yeah, anyway, I love what you're doing. You know, I love
Thank
what
you,
you're
man.
doing. It's something else that grows us. You know, because we need the platform to turn on.
Sure,
so
boss.
this is what we need. This is what we need.
Sure,
yeah.
boss.
Yeah.
You know this.
Yeah.
Away, guys. Thank you so much. Rosalian, ciao. And so that wraps it up for the Gomorrah Hustlers. And coming up, we do have this amazing health feature. It is really about well-being. It's about taking care of self. And it's also getting to know the craziest and weirdest things about something that has always been in front of us, but we never realize how fantastic it really is. Yes, and that one is Something Holer Than Some. So Something Holer Than Some is coming on the season. So I really cannot wait to bring that to you. There's already been a couple of podcasts that are done, and it's just really a matter of you subscribing and being the first one to see them the moment I upload them. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic life. And remember that you are special. There's no one like you in this world, and there'll never be anyone like you in this world. Your brain is far beyond what other people actually think of. Don't even care about their thoughts. Don't even care about what they want and need. What's important is you. So take care of yourself. And remember to like the podcast. Myself, Rose Leanne. Ciao for now.